Hey, what's up? This is your girl Diamond. I am the executive director of Black Trans Women's Inc. and the host of Marsha's Plate podcast. I go live every Friday at 7 o'clock. It's 8 now, so I'm an hour late. But yes, and I stay on for about 2 hours or more, depending on how the conversation goes. If you are a new subscriber, I I have the settings set to where you have to have been a subscriber for 2 hours in order to participate in the live chat. The reason why I do that is because prior to that option being available, there will be people, trolls and stuff spamming, putting the N word a million times, putting the F word a million times, putting just trolling and just trying to be disrespectful. And in order to not expose my audience to that foolishness, I have the setting to where you have to at least be a subscriber for 2 hours in order for you to comment in the comments. And it actually has worked because ever since that setting, we haven't had any trolls. Isn't that right, audience? We haven't had any crazy trolls. So, and if you stay 2 hours just to be able to do that, then you know I'll let you make it because you're dedicated, and I love people who are dedicated to their trollism. This week, we are going to talk about a few things. So I have a list of stuff to talk about. It's not really, sometimes it's topic based, sometimes we're reviewing a show or anything like that. It just depends. This week, we're going to talk about pride. We're going to talk about gender affirmation. We're going to talk about Lori Harvey. We're going to talk about stigma, agency, and control. We're going to talk about Kareisha and Diddy and her voice. And usually I talk about things that I already have preset for the first hour and a half, and then the last 30 minutes or whatever. Um, People in the chat, if they want me to talk about something, if they have any questions, that's what we kind of explore, whatever they come up with. So if you are new here, welcome. If you are a old head, hey, what's going on? How was your week? My week has been amazing. Amazing, 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 amazing. And I'll go into why in a few. I'm trying to see how you're doing. Hey, Brandon. Hey, Amara. Hey, Andre. How are y'all? And understand and know that let me think what else. Oh, yeah. So if you are a member of this channel and you have become a member, first of all, I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I do, as far as for members, I do make the podcast visual. So me and my two co-hosts recording Marsha's Play, I do make the visual of that available for members in the members only section. So every week we put an episode out for the podcast that is in audio form, and it is edited and kind of cleaned up for the free open podcast. But on the video, I do a little bit less editing and leave some stuff in that may be a little problematic. And because it's behind a paywall, then yay. Hey Luke, how are you? Luke, I need to get you on the show. You be busy, but I need to get you on the show, honey. You need to be one of my guests. I've been thinking about you being on the show, but because we be working, I don't be always following up in my thoughts. But hold me accountable. Send me a message, or I'll send you a message. I'll put it in my notes because you need to be on the show. Um, hey Rashawn, how are you? What's been going on with y'all? It is the second. Is this the second week of Pride or still the first week? What's the 2 years? The second week? Let's see. It is. Yeah, it's going into a little bit week and a half, honey. Week and a half. I have had a very, very busy since I came back from Paris. My schedule has been non-stop. Hey Coco, how are you? Mother Coco, baby. My schedule has been nonstop because this is the time. This is like the Super Bowl for queer folks. That's in any kind of public arena space. Because honey, they be coming at you trying to get their pride quota up. Let's get this interview. Let's get this. Let's get that. It's time to perform that we are down with the queers. So, honey, they are come and schedule, schedule, schedule. You know what's crazy? I have lived in Houston for this year will be literally my 15 in November. It'll be my 15-year anniversary for living in Houston. Whoa, time flies. But it'll be my 15-year. Hey, Kay, 15-year. And I am rarely invited to Pride stuff in Houston. Isn't that crazy? I have rarely been invited to Pride stuff in Houston. They will invite me to anything that deals with death or like a vigil, not a visual, a vigil, or anything that deals with death. Like if I need to talk my stuff at a rally, like a rally, or I need to go to Austin to, you know, buck up against, legislative stuff. They will call me for that because I got to get the gab and I can talk to the issues. But when it comes to the joy of being trans and the joy of being queer, like pride and happy events, baby, they do not even book me. Isn't that shocking and kind of annoying? But luckily for me, my platform, I don't know why that is, but luckily for me, my reach. I want to say platform, like I got some big old no, no, no. But my reach is a little bit more expansive. So I will be in New York City for New York City Pride. I'm actually going to New York on Monday. I got a photo shoot to do there with this project. I can't tell y'all about it because they're about to launch it. But and this the photo shoot for the promotion, so I can't. Y'all see it coming. It's fire. It's beautiful, beautiful little moment. So I go to do the photo shoot for it on Monday, um, and I'll be there Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And but I'm also booked for New York Pride. The Grand Marshals this year is T.S. Madison and Dominique Morgan and some other people, but those are the black girls that I know. But it's crazy that in my own city, I don't really get booked for the joy stuff. I don't want to say I don't get booked. I get booked in my city, but not for the fun stuff. It's always for the death stuff and for the political battleground stuff. It's never for anything that has to do with joy, anything that has to do with fun and being proud of being trans and the joy of it. I'm never booked, but I'm always booked in other cities, other major cities. So, you know, that's how it is sometimes. They think the only issues on trans community is to have a child. That's annoying. Hey, Marissa. That's annoying to me because, I talk about all kinds of stuff. Change your power contacts. Um, I don't know. I like the contacts. I like the contacts I have. I want more, but I do like who I do. I like the idea that I people all over fuck with me, so I don't have to be. I would feel more slighted if I wasn't getting booked in other cities and I wasn't getting booked in my own. Then I would be like, damn, why am I not getting booked? But I get booked in Atlanta, Chicago, New York, San Francisco, Seattle, Los Angeles, Dallas. So It's better than being local as fuck. Yeah, that's true. It's, in a way, but it just make me think like, what's happening? Um, and one of the girls, one of the organizers of a like a couple of years ago, they had organized um, this magazine, and they put all the trans women of color in our city on the magazine. Every single power player, like the ones who are activists, except for me. And so, and so people had asked them, why didn't y'all get Diamond? I didn't, because honey, the way my pride is set up, I would never do that. But somebody had asked them, and I guess called them out about it. And and so the one who organized it, she saw me at an event and she kind of pulled me to the side and she basically told me why. She said, she was like, your work is national, it is not local. And she wasn't lying. Like there was a the reality is that, what I do in regards to like putting content out and the work that I'm connected to is not in Houston. Like Black Trans Women's Inc. is based in Dallas. They just let me be remote, but it's based in Dallas. Um, Marsha's Plate doesn't do Houston specific things. We do kind of, national shit. And so, but even during that time, like I said, during that when that magazine came out, it was a local magazine. But when it came out, um, I was doing my very first Marsha's Plate live show in New York City. So I was doing, this. That's where I met, Jen and Ma. It was world pride. It wasn't just city pride. I was doing an event for world pride in New York. So that's a good even trade, I guess, for me. I was doing other stuff, so I didn't have time to really settle in like being jaded about it. I just was like, oh, okay, cool. But she apologized and she was like, yeah, your work is not local. And I was okay. That's what's up. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's I'm like, all right. But anyway, speaking of this not local work, we 13 minutes in. So let's talk about features, honey. So this year, it's Pride Month. So everybody is all the big social media people and news news, what is it called, news, why is my brain farting? um, News outlets, they are doing pride events, and so ABC, they are doing a pride event through the Soul of a Nation, and it is called Pride to Be Seen, and it is on Hulu. It came on last night. It came on last night at 9 Central. I'm 10 Central. I mean 9 Central, 10 Eastern, and it features your girl. They flew me to New York, and they brought a camera crew into my place to record because it featured me and my podcast. If you have Hulu, you can search for it. It is called Pride to Be Seen. Um, and I felt so good because they treated me like a queen. When I came up, they did the interview at the Stonewall Inn, the famous Stonewall, and it was me, Juju Chan, just talking back and forth, and she asked me so many questions and so many great questions, and they just treated me really, really good. We had some wonderful moments at the Stonewall, and it just was really, really good. Then they came to my house and they recorded at my house for like The setup and recording took like about 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours. And they in my house. I'm so glad my house was all fancy and cute because when they came in, they were like, "Ooh, it's fabulous." But they came in and set up all the cameras. And the annoying part, I think I told y'all about it. My damn, well, I told y'all about it on the podcast. My damn air conditioning was off that day, so it was hot as fuck. They fixed my air conditioner now, but it was off. I was like, first of all, this is embarrassing. My air conditioning is off, like I'm poor and in poverty. but they were troopers and we made it work or whatever. So it was really, really good. But they treated me so good. Then they gagged me in a positive way. They gagged me. Child, they went back, and y'all be able to see it if y'all go watch it. They went back and got footage of me from when I sued my high school and was all over the news. Baby, when I saw that footage, I was like, what? It's a rollback. I don't even look like myself. But it let me know how far I've come in regards to my advancement as a woman. But also, it just reminded me of the nostalgia of that moment, of that era of my life. I was 17 and young, and I had lived. The shit had happened by then in my life, but all the major stuff was either gonna happen or at the time currently happening. Um, and it just thinking back on that time when when you're young and you have that young, um, youthful naivete, like you don't know the world yet. And but I still had that rebellious spirit. And remembering that time and that moment, just that moment of winning and walking down. Um, we had our prom in the convention center, and so in the footage, I am walking through the convention center, and the cameras are following me. And this is the first time I had one of these type of camera follow me moments. I've had other camera follow me moments since then, many. When I was at Jackson State, that's the footage that they should have found. There's some footage of me at Jackson State where they were asking me some really, really good questions, and I wish I could find that footage. Anyway, but yeah, it's just that feeling of I really just accomplished something. I didn't really know the severity of it until later, till they start using the case. Um, when they start using the case, um, like using the case in others, using it as a precedent in other cases around the country, because usually when you set a precedent, they use those cases to kind of fight cases down the line. And so because I had set a precedent, there was a girl in Gary, Indiana, that was trying to go to the prom, and her principal was standing in front of the door, like standing in front of the door, like stopping her from coming into the prom. um, and so she was suing them, and they used my case to help her win. There was a case in Mississippi where this lesbian wanted to wear a tuxedo um, to her prom and won. I think she won. I can't remember. I think she won using my case as a precedent. And so I didn't notice it at the time. At the time when I was doing the walking, I was thinking, yes, bitch, you thought you was gonna win. I wasn't even thinking about the cultural impact. I was thinking about, bitch, thought you was gonna win, thought you was gonna wear me out, thought I was gonna be embarrassed, and look at you, looking stupid, try to stop me from going to prom, and here I am at prom. When you really could have just shut your mouth and I wouldn't have went to prom. I wouldn't have went at all. But because you wanted to be shady, now you gotta buck me up. And that young rebellious spirit was strong. Because that's literally all I was thinking. And so when I saw the footage, I was like, I remember that moment of pride and aggression. Like even in the footage, I was saying, I have my rights, and I have the right to do what I want. And it was just a bunch of nostalgia and beauty that they actually found the footage and was able to use it. Um, Prime is usually not even at the school. It wasn't at the school. So not sure why they cared. But honey, she was just being shady. I tell the story in my the Love Beneath episode called Pisces season. Um, I tell the story in that episode. Um, but it wasn't about she was just being shady to me because I had done something childish and shady to her. But she just took it to me, I think she took it too far. Oh. So I wasn't the only one who was on the special. Um Alok, Alok, I don't know how to say their last name, but Alok was the introduction. The host was what's the little model, white model girl? Delavine, what's her first name? Clarissa Delavine? Not Clarissa. Her last name is Delavine. Something. She's a white model actress type deal. Um Cara Delevingne. Yes, she was the host. Yes, Cara. She was the host. And then they had this was the part that really got to my heart was the moms on the special, all the mothers who talked um and shared their opinion, even if they didn't talk, but they were talking through their children. Like their children were sharing that their mothers affirming them. Those moments on the that was really really special because I lost my mom and she was real affirming eventually. um, and let me not say eventually. My mother always had a pride in her children from the gate. I don't from the beginning. Now, her getting on board took a minute in regards to letting go of the dream of her child. But as far as being proud of me and loving me and treating and not kicking me out or doing something crazy like that, that was from the gate. My mother didn't have to go through a process of um like she was never mean to me, like never like that. There was a process, but not some deep thing where I hate this and get out of my house. And no, she was never that ever. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, what else? Um, yeah, the mothers on the show, they were showing a school that was specific for LGBT folks, and it was crazy. One of the mothers was like, it's crazy that my kids have to go. Um, Kids have to go to some special school to feel safe when they should feel safe at any school that they go to. This was Nigel Shelby's mother. Nigel Shelby was a gay boy who killed himself a couple of years back, and his mother. They interviewed his mother, and they talked about her experience with her son's death, and she was one of the mother that accepted their child from the gate too. And here she go because of the bullying. She lost her child because he was gay. Um, Powerful. It was so powerful. So make sure y'all check it out. Then there was a trans man on there, white trans man, cool, funny. I think he's a content creator and he's a UPS guy. And they showcased his life and his story. And then the first gay lesbian, the first lesbian, I'm saying gay lesbian, like that's how I say that. The first black lesbian, um, openly, openly lesbian, press secretary. Literally, the press secretary of the United States is a gay black woman, immigrant black woman. So so they they showcased her. They had the two hosts that hosted these segments were gay men. Um, Even with the kids, and they were even sharing their stories, not just asking questions. The reporters were even sharing their stories. There was a conversation that happened between guys, a trans guy, cis gay guy, and the host, and they were just talking about their moment of acceptance and pride, and um, some of their mothers weren't initially accepting, and then they kind of came along, or so and so, and they were very vulnerable in their storytelling, and that was a powerful moment for me that I thought was really really beautiful to have those different identities share some of that same experience and overcome it. So amazing. So it is a great special, not just because it's featuring the doll, but it features other people, and it's beautiful. Check it out. Yeah, I loved it. So check it out. Love, 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 love. Hey Coco, how are you? Baby, Snapple. It's a couple of Snapples that's like the nectar of the gods, baby. Peach tea Snapple, um, um, watermelon lemonade Snapple, mango madness Snapple, oh, black cherry lemonade Snapple. Oh, I love Snapple. This is nothing. What the YouTubers say. This is not a sponsored video. Corinne Jean Pierre. Yes, 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 yes. I wonder why they say that. Like, I never understood what's the point of that. But yes, 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 yes. So hope y'all check it out. Let's see what else. All right. So I wanted to talk about gender affirmation surgeries. Okay. So especially after seeing that throwback clip of myself, honey, all all the work that I've got done to be who I am. I'm so proud of it and so thankful that it worked out nice. Wasn't botched and wore out. So I want to talk about gender affirmation surgery. So gender affirmation surgeries, not just it's made from the best stuff on earth. Yes, child. So gender affirmation surgery. So when we think about gender affirmation surgery, tell me in the comments, what do y'all think about? What's the definition of gender affirmation surgery? I'll wait. And I said surgery, so don't think that it's just one surgery. It's multiple surgeries, um, stuff like that. Any surgery that affirms your gender identity. Thank you, Rashawn. What else? Who else? I think that's a good definition. That's a good one. Anything else? Gender affirmation surgeries. I think the first thing that comes to mind is bottom surgery, but anybody who bothers to know anything that can mean anything, that can mean anything. Your body matches your mind, absolutely. These surgeries alter things to so that your body can match your mind. Yes, Emily. SRS, sex reassignment surgery. FFS, that's facial feminization surgery. There's also a masculine version too. Um, FMS, breast augmentation. And there's a masculine version too, top surgery. That means breast augmentation gives you the boobs, and top surgery for trans men takes the boobs away. GAV to me means any kind of transitional operation. That's a great definition. Any surgery that gets you physically closer to the gender you are presenting, absolutely, that you are presenting or wanting to present. Absolutely, absolutely. I think, yay! I think these are all great, 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 great answers. Um, I just want y'all to think about it another kind of way. And Those are great answers, but they are very trans-specific, right? They are very trans-specific. But I want you to expand how you think about that. Anything, any surgery that masculinizes you and feminizes you is gender affirming surgery. And we are not the only motherfuckers that do that shit. If you are a cisgender woman and you're getting bigger breasts so you can be more feminine and be more attractive to men or be more confident about your physical features because it's more feminine, you are getting a gender affirming surgery because it is affirming your own gender. It just has nothing to do with you. Trans people are going from the other side. When we think about the binary and the spectrum, trans people are going from, you know, male to female or female to male. You are just on the female side going a little bit more feminized. You feel what I'm saying? Going a little bit more female. Do you see what I'm saying? So as a trans person, they like to police us. So y'all may not have to get any therapies and go to doctors and psychiatrists and all these things to get your gender affirming surgery. We got to do that because they want to give us barriers. We got to go through all of these things in order to get our surgeries. But you getting your gender affirming surgeries, when you get your breasts, when you get your chin done, when you get anything that is masculinizing you as a man, if you're a man, or feminizing you as a woman, you too are getting things that are gender affirming. And it just doesn't start as an adult, y'all. It starts as kids. If when your son and who reminded me this is somebody that's been on our show, Andrea Morris. He talked about this on his ignorant intellectual page on Instagram, and he was like, another gender affirming surgery is a circumcision. If your parents got you a circumcision, not you, you don't do it. Your parents make the decision. Now, is that controversial? Absolutely. But just that they are doing that, they're doing something that has something to do with your gender. That's what they're doing. And religion. These are gender affirming things that you do on a religious basis or don't do on a religious basis. When you are a little girl and your mother is getting you your ears pierced, that's a body modification because she looked at you and everybody looking at you is like, is that a boy or a girl? So she gives you your little earrings in order for them to know that you are a girl. Like these are things that we do to affirm gender to ourselves and other people do to us to affirm our gender. Now, when we talk about gender expression outside of surgeries, yes, hair extensions, anything that is intended to make you more feminine or make you more desirable or make you more masculine in whatever way you present it, your gender expression, your hair, your clothes, even the way you walk. If you switch, if you know it's gonna be a bunch of sexy men in the room and you cut on your switch and your swivel as you walk past, you are performing your gender because this to you is a more feminine way you are walking that you normally wouldn't walk. But when you see all the niggas in the room and you tipping and you got a little sway in them cheeks in order to get attention, you are performing your gender. It is not just us that do things to enhance the gender that we are, that are outside of our normal selves. We do things that expresses our gender, and sometimes that translate to surgeries. Sometimes, and it's not just us. So when we think about care, when we think about gender affirming care, we have to be more expansive because a lot of times we like to alienate transness as if it's something that is not connected to the rest of the world, the rest of the people. Yes, is transness a small group of the population? Absolutely. Yes. But the things that we experience, our life experiences and why we do things, the motivation to do things are just like everybody else. So some girl going to get a BBL to be more desirable and feminine is the same thing that's happening when it comes to me wanting to go get silicone and get my hips done and get my ass done so I can be more feminine and desirable too. There's some nuances to the motivation, but it's really the same thing. We want to look our best. We want to present the best the best way we can for our gender to be what we think it's supposed to be. Are y'all getting this? Am I losing some of y'all? But they would like to make it the narrative. The gender affirmation is trans specific. Yes, that is the narrative, and not just given by cis people. Some trans people kind of get this narrative, kind of stick to this narrative too, because they have learned it from cis doctors and medical people. Da 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 da. Da. But when we talk about gender affirmation, care and surgery, understand that it's not just us doing this. This is not some alien concept. We all, whoever partakes in getting surgery, everybody doesn't partake in getting surgery, but that's why I expanded to your expression. But if you partake in getting surgery to be more feminine, to be more whatever it is that's going to feminize you and masculinize you, I think it's really, really important for you to understand that we as trans people are not the only ones who do this. I think that that's a really, really good point to think about. Absolutely. Yes, because it allows you to see in yourself if you have thought about getting surgery, if you got a little chest and you might want to get some boobs, if you are, and I would broaden it a little bit. If you are one of these dudes that out here taking steroids and going to the gym so you can be, and it's not rooted. There's some gym people who it's really rooted in fitness and I want to be a healthy person and live for long. But there are a lot of times niggas just out here getting buff so they can look good naked, so they can look masculine and get bitches and look good naked. They'll take unhealthy testosterone shots or steroids, not testosterone shots, steroids in order to be abnormally buff or have abnormal gains in order for them to look more masculine. And it really has nothing to do with them being healthy, or they wouldn't take some of the things that they take or eat the way they eat. But they just want to be buff and they want to look good when they fucking. There literally is a meme around saying, everybody say it's some little voiceover thing that says everybody talk about like I can say that it's all about self-care, blah blah blah. But really I just wanted to look good while I'm slanging this thing. And that's the truth. If you go through these extreme physical changes in order to be masculine and seem more masculine, seem more desirable, I think those are gender affirming um, steps that you are taking. Would you consider HRT for older women gender affirming? It depending on their motivations. I think that's a a good example. It depends on their motivation. What's the reason that they're doing it? If it revolves around them being feminine, if it revolves around them balancing, just chemically balancing themselves, maybe not. I don't know. It just depends. Maybe. It just depends on the motivation. If your motivation is to feminize yourself more or masculinize yourself more, then to me, these are gender affirming things. That's my point. That's really, really my point. So I want y'all to think about it in that regards. I want y'all to make sure when you're thinking about gender affirmation, you don't just think it's just trans people. When you hear that language, a lot of time we think trans, but it is not just trans people that does gender affirming things. We do it to our children. People act like, oh, we're protecting the children. There's tons of stuff that you do to children that they didn't ask for, that has something to do with how you want them to express their gender. If you always run around your daughter in pink because that's the girl color, you are pushing your gender on her. Facts. Facts, Emily. I just shared a video of a cis male speaking on body dysphoria. Amen. That is what it is. So, cis people, when y'all think about getting them BBLs, understand that you affirming your gender, baby. Welcome. You're one of us. I know you like to think that we're alien and you're separate from our plight, but you're not, baby. You're one of us. Come on, come on. Don't be shady. You want to be affirmed too, baby. You want to be affirmed too. All right. So guess what came in the mail? Speaking of pride and things. Yay! Laverne. Let me see. Yeah. Laverne Cox Barbie. I got mine from Target. So cute. On the back of it too. Come on, Laverne, wear it out. Looking sickening. It is so cute. So on the front, it says this is a tribute collection. Of course, they did it for Pride. This is Barbie's signature collection. Um, they have Laverne's picture in the back, and it says, "It's important with all the messages that might tell you otherwise that you have it within yourself to say, I am smart, I am beautiful, I am amazing, and I'm enough." That's the quote for Laverne Cox for this special edition of this Barbie. Love, 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 love it. Of course, they got who she is on the back of it. Laverne Cox is an award-winning actress, producer, writer, and advocate. Studying ballet at an early age in Alabama, Laverne went on to attend college in New York, where she earned a BFA in dance and discovered a passion for acting. During that time, Laverne began outwardly matching her gender expression with her identity, initially identified as a gender nonconforming and later affirming her identity as female. With hard work and dedication, Laverne booked her first appearance on a network drama in 2008, inspired by the achievement of trans women who came before her. In 2012, she landed a breakout role on a mainstream TV series, catapulting her to stardom and leading to her becoming a four-time Emmy-nominated actress and Emmy-winning producer. As the Emmy-winning producer, wear that out. As the first transgender woman of color to have a leading role on a scripted television show, Laverne uses her voice to amplify the messages of moving beyond societal expectations to live more authentically. Wearing an original creation, Laverne Ensemble is a triple threat with deep red tulle gown gracefully draped over a dazzling silver metallic bodysuit that you can take off. Her hair is side swept into a glamorous Hollywood wave, while dramatic makeup completes her look. This is a tribute collection celebrating visionaries whose incredible contributions have helped shape and impact the culture. Barbie. Yay! I love this. I love, love, love this. And I have seen so many people who bought this doll, and it reminds me when I was younger. I wasn't born when the first Black Barbie came out, but in the 80s, when I was younger and my cousins and stuff was coming out, it was very, very important to my mom and my aunts and anybody who had black girl children to have a black girl doll for their daughter. It was really, really important, especially after, the exposure of that. Excuse me. Woo, give me a drink. Especially after the exposure of that experiment that happened with the kids and the Barbie dolls, where they were like, which doll is the ugly doll? They had the black and the white one, and all the black kids was like, the black doll was the ugly doll. And they said, why is that doll ugly? Because it's black. And even the white kids said that. Who is the smart doll? And they pointed to the white one. And who is the dumb doll? Pointed to the black one. Why is that the dumb doll? Because it's black. Now, what Barbie doll looks more like you? The black one. When that got exposed, people wasn't playing. We ain't giving our babies these motherfucking white dolls. We is not giving our babies these damn white dolls. And so most people when I was by the time I was growing up and the girls around me, now my mama wouldn't give me no dolls. My mama was giving me He-Mans. But the girls around me who were getting dolls, all of them were getting black dolls. Courtney, Chrissy, Ebony. So it reminds me of that time and how important it was to see us in Barbie. Now, Barbie has shifted. We talked about this on Marsha's Play in a recent episode. Barbie has shifted what she represents to community when it comes to the culture, the iconic. Barbie is an American icon, period, global icon for real, for real. Um, but she has shifted. When she has evolved with the times. Barbie initially was just this kind of white, um, idealistic figurine of what femininity looked like, what a woman looks like, what a body looks like, how she dressed, how girly she was, her eyes. There's whole documentaries on Barbie and her shift in culture and the call for Barbie to change um, outside of the Mattel Corporation and then inside the Mattel Corporation and how she has shifted. They have done pluser size Barbie. I want to say pluser size. She ain't been no big girl. She been thicker, but she ain't ever been no big girl. They've had her, be a police officer. They've had her do things that are outside of the norm to break that kind of status quo, to shake up that status quo in regards to what women can look like, what women can, be. So her color changes. Her there's various ranges of color of Barbie now that you have to choose from, and even her clothes um, um, has updated. So Barbie has shifted in regard to her political representation in the culture. So it's interesting to see a trans Barbie doll. It's so interesting because I remember a meme going around with a Barbie with a penis. Like I remember it being like this funny meme, and I even have like a little. I don't know where it's at where I can just grab it real quick. So I have a what is those anybody in here with kids that has what are those little they're little dolls. They like got little bodies and not Bratz doll, but there's another one. There's a little doll that's really popular now. Little dolls that are popular right now. LOL surprise dolls. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. LOL surprise dolls. I don't think that's what it is. They ain't looking like I'm thinking of it. Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's LOL surprise. So, LOL surprise doll. I have a LOL surprise doll. It is somewhere. Where the hell is that doll? I think I've showed it before. But the crazy part is my homeboy, Funky Doll. No, no, no. It's LOL surprise doll. That's what it is. Um, my homeboy, how I don't have no kids, so I don't know. I'm not up on shit. I just learned about Paw Patrol from my little nephew, so I don't know nothing about what the little kids is, what they loving now. Is the Elm back when I was around little kids, Elmo was popping. My little nieces and nephews, they was loving Elmo, but I don't know what the babies are into right now. So apparently, LOL surprise dolls were popular a couple of years ago or whatever. And so my homeboy sent me a picture of a LOL surprise doll, and he sent me not a picture. He sent me a video of his child playing with the doll. So he put a dress on the doll that he thought looked like me. Um, so he sent me a video. So he said, "Oh, this doll looks like you," because the doll has a like a box, like a curly blonde box. And on the video, his daughter, I think it's his daughter on the video that he's sending me described saying, "Oh, this doll looks like you." His daughter says, right there in the moment of the video, his daughter says, "Daddy, why are you putting a dress on that doll? That's a boy. That's not a girl." And so, look, boy, LOL, surprise doll. It is not many of them. So it's some now, but when this was happening, it wasn't a lot of them. And so let me see if I can find the picture of them. Oh, I can't find. Oh, here we go. So y'all know I had a blind box, right? Y'all remember it was like this, but it was a little bit higher. So it was red and blind. So this is either the first one. Yeah, it was a couple of years ago. So 2018. So this is what he looked like. And so he sent him to me, but he had a dress on him, and I was like, "Oh my god, that doll does look like me." And I was like, "Oh my god, where can I find that doll?" So I went through a whole, but when he told me that it was a boy, the boy clothes, of course, not gonna match anything. Um, will not match anything. So I was like, "Oh, well, I'm about to order this doll." So I ordered this doll, and I took his clothes off and put the girl clothes on him because he fits the girl. And I gotta find it. So 1 second, I gotta see. I don't know where I put it, but God, give me a second. I'm gonna have to show it to y'all. But I can't find it. Child, I don't know where it's at. Child, I don't know where it's at. But anyway, I found a dress that fits him. It's this cute ass dress and these shoes. And it looks so cute. And it looked like me. So I was like, "Oh my God, this is so cute." Yeah, so when I had my box, it looked just like me. So cute. And I just put a dress on it, and I wish that I could show it to y'all. It's crazy because I see it around, sitting around somewhere all the fucking time. Now when I need it, I can't find it. But that dress was so cute, and he didn't know that it was a boy doll, and he had put the dress on it, and the little girl said, "That's a boy," and we laughed because he's a trans man and I'm a trans woman, and we just bust out laughing because when we talk about kids and their experience of gender, they're really really early on has these rules about gender, right? Because look, she's telling him that that's a boy and you're not supposed to put that dress on him because that's a boy. Here's the boy clothes for him. So we are literally training them early on to know this is how a boy's supposed to do, this is how a girl's supposed to do. And while some people, some cishet motherfucker might think that that's okay, that's how she's supposed to be. But the problem comes when there is somebody who that just doesn't work for them. And so you are training them to, be against something that and that could lead to them bullying, harming, ostracizing, not necessarily bullying and pushing them and fighting them, but it leads to them ostracizing them. And so we love to act like kids don't know shit. Oh, why are we introducing this stuff to children so soon and so early? You are introducing gender rules to them from the time they are born. When your little boy is trying to sit down and pee and it has nothing to do with their gender identity, they're just sitting down and peeing, and you saying no. Now, early on, you don't do that because most time you just want them to pee in the potty. But teaching them that they can't stand up and pee if they want to sit down, all that kind of stuff. You're just establishing rules about their gender. And it's okay for girls to wear boy clothes, but not the opposite. So I think that comes a little bit later. I think the younger you are as a girl, the more those girly things are imposed on you. But as you get older, I think they become a little bit more free on what they're able to wear in relations if you're comparing it to boys. But I think at a younger age, it's not as free. I used to want lip gloss so bad as a kid. Amen. Gendering is so unnecessary too. It just meant to establish a certain hierarchy. Mm. Explain that a little bit more. I get what you're saying, but explain it for the people. What do you mean by that? When my daughter unnecessarily genders things, I just ask why. It eventually leads to her realizing that it doesn't actually matter. I'm glad. And what's a blessing about that, Emily, is that you're you're forcing her to explore her mind and explore her thought process and asking her why. It's not chastising her and saying, "Mom, don't do that." You're asking her to think it through. And I think that that's more powerful than saying, "No, don't gender things." No, I don't think that's right either. I think what you're doing is right, is the right way to go. Ask them why. Why is that is? Why can't a girl wear that? Why a boy can't wear that? And ask them, you can say, let them explore it in their own mind and come up with, yeah, that is kind of silly. Because if you let them do it, they will understand that, oh, that's kind of stupid. 9 times out of 10, they will get to their own conclusion that that's kind of stupid. Why do I think that? I'm going to stop thinking that. Because I've seen it so much. But I think the avenue of asking them why do you think that? That's interesting. And exploring the thought process with them is beautiful instead of chastising them. Either way, forcing them down like this cishet norm or forcing them down a queer norm. Like, no, don't gender things. People can do this. I think that with adults too. I think it's okay to be binary if that's okay with you. You get what I'm saying? I hate people to act like being binary, um, is the devil just for being it. No, if I want to be feminine and have this stereotypical performance of my gender, and that works for me, bitch, that works for me. It may not work for you. Long as I'm not treating you bad when you choose to go outside of that norm. That's when it gets shady. But if we all are doing our things, the no tuck revolutionary girls, that's not my ministry. But if you are the type of trans woman that wants your tuck out when you tipping around in your skirts and your bulge is showing, I'm not gonna shame you, but that's not my ministry. I'm not. I, I would feel I'm That would make me feel very gender dysphoric. If I'm tipping around with my piece out and bulge showing, oh, that would trigger me. that if it doesn't trigger you and you're okay in that space and navigating the world and getting that attention and shaking it up, shaking the table. If that's your ministry, that's on you. Um, yeah, same. Just around the house. When I'm when I'm around the house, I'm usually in some type of flowy dress. Where if I'm first of all, if I as I'm I don't know. I don't know if y'all like this. I don't know if anybody like this, but this is just me. I have been tucking for so long all my life that my piece naturally goes back there. Or either, I don't know, either I'll push it back there or it's second nature to me. I don't it just don't be dangling. So if I'm sitting down, it will be tucked. If I'm I don't know, that's just what it is. Do you untuck around your man? I'm just like I said, it's second nature for me to push my piece back. It's just I have been doing it for so long. It's not about shame. Now, if we about to do the nasty, then it's gonna be out, it's gonna be shown, it's gonna be this the time for her to be out. But if I'm just sitting around watching TV, sitting around, walking around cooking, honey, my piece is not flouncing around. That makes me feel uncomfortable. It makes me feel quite uncomfortable. So no, not me. Um, that's not my ministry. I was today years old when I learned you could train that motherfucker. So for me, that is what it is. I've been doing it for so long that it's just natural. The girls giving sweatpants season. Diamond Styles is not giving sweatpants season ever. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. But if that's your ministry, get your life. I bet some people think that's sexy. I'm pretty sure that's not the type of girl that I want to tip around and be. But if that's what you want to be, I'm going to support it. I'm going to be like, yes, bitch, dangle, dangle whore. You better dangle. It's jiggling, baby. Go ahead, baby. All of that. That's not my ministry. The dollar is going to be tucked unless I have a very flowy dress. Then I feel no need to be. But even then, it kind of still goes back. Anyway, it's honey, it's just uncomfortable. I'm gonna if I have a flowy dress, I might not be tucked, but I'll have some underwear where I'm not just tightly tucked. It's just how you be soft tucked. It's not like like bikini tucked. It's like soft tucked, where it's in some underwear, but it's going back, but it's not like because you got on a flowy ass dress. It's not. It don't need to be uncomfortable, taped, bitch, gaffed, gaffed to the moon, not snatched but put away. Right. I had a boyfriend that was uncircumcised whose mama trained his and his brother's fortune to stay back so it would look circumcised. That's kind of creepy for your mother to be that invested in how your penis looks. don't know. That's kind of weird. That's what I'm like. What kind of mama is that? Mm, that's quite extra. Yeah, that's kind of. What circumstance makes that a reasonable thing? Yeah, that's so weird. That's an interesting alternative. What did she do to it to make it go back? Did she tape it? Did she use scotch tape or duct tape? Ah, and how does that make you feel as a child growing up? Your mama being so obsessed with your foreskin. I can't remember my mother being um having any involvement with my piece after I really can't remember. once once I was potty trained, I think my mother wasn't worrying about my piece. Once I knew how to pee and I wasn't in no diapers, sonny, my mom was like, "That's weird." Is it like a fear of religious persecution? Hmm. But who is seeing a piece to persecute them for their foreskin? Who is seeing it? Who is seeing your children's piece other than you? That's so strange. She would keep it pulled back. Yeah. How do you keep your piece, excuse me, how do you keep your foreskin pulled back? And how did she know when it had rolled back down? How do you know that, oh God, the curtains are down, the curtains are down. We gotta pull them back up, pull them back up. How do you know? Like how what? I'm gagged. I don't know. I don't know what that G is. But yes, I am so excited. I am so proud. We got on this conversation about Barbie. Is is this a Targaryen family side eye? um, yeah, weird, weird. Oh, that's not. Don't just give it to Targaryens. They didn't know. If that's Lannister, they knew. John and Danny didn't know too much. They did eventually, but that's Lannister tea, baby. But yes, we got on this subject because of Laverne Barbie came. Um, if you wanna support the girl, I think it's cool. I thought that it matched my home decor. If she wasn't in no red dress, I don't think I would have bought it. But because she was red, I think that said, "Girl, go ahead and get that dolly." And so because my accent wall is red, I got tons of accents in her. I thought it was perfect, and I'm gonna put her up on my pen, my bookshelf. I don't know if I'm gonna take her out. I'm gonna just leave her in. I think I'm gonna just leave her in. But yes, I got the Barbie. I love it. Barbie is moving in a good direction, but the LOL dolls are taking over, and they're all Instagram baddies with BBLs. They have got older and taller, ain't they? LOL. But yes, I can't believe I can't find my LOL doll. Watch, as soon as I get off this live, I'm gonna be able to find it. But it is so cute and I love it. All right, let's see what else did I want to talk about. Where we at? We have 110. Yes, I got a couple of things to cover. All right, so we covered the Pride event and the ABC special that I was on. Make sure y'all check that out on Hulu, Soul of a Nation. We covered gender affirming surgeries. So let's talk about Lori Harvey. So Lori Harvey, people are saying is the new future. Do y'all agree with that? I think that is shady because how could she be the new future with no babies? Future is future because he got all them baby mamas. So explain to me, how is Lori Harvey with no kids the new future? Lori Harvey is getting what she needs and then giving Chuck and the deuces to your ass because she's already rich and got money and got businesses and doing her own thing. And I love to see it. Nick Cannon is the new future. How about that? That seems more appropriate. I'm gonna get a Nick Cannon without any hit records, but he have hit shows. He do have hit shows. Wild 'N Out is a hit show. So we know it's misogyny. We know it's misogynoir. We know the niggas is mad. It makes them feel insecure because if Michael B. Jordan, now we don't know how he is behind the scenes. We don't know if that dick is good, dick is late. Because plenty of chicks stay with dudes who got whack dick. If they good men. Like if they good and nice and sweet. Don't think because a chick is with a dude that the dick is good. It could be good. It could be okay. It could be regular. Or the dick could be garbage and he eat pussy good. But all the other stuff is right. So many things could be wrong. He could be boring. He could be perfect, but she's just not ready. You feel what I'm saying? But I want to talk about how, to me, this just anytime one of us, especially women, anytime one of us has agency over ourselves, making decisions, especially decisions that reflect how men navigate the world, men being tired and moving on, nobody calls them a hoe. We know that this double standards exist, but I want y'all to think about it. If I'm tired and move on, look at Puff Daddy stringing Cassie along for 10 years. He got all these kids that he fucking and making, and he with Cassie beautiful self, and she want to get married and have kids and da 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 da, and don't happen. But you stringing him along, stringing her along. Wasn't nobody saying nothing. It was silent tease. But as soon as Lori Harvey say, I don't really want to get married, MB Jordan seemed low key boring. Let me say this. Out of political stuff, just on some superficial shit, Michael B. Jordan, to me, is nowhere near ugly. Nowhere near. Definitely attractive. but he's a regular dude. Like he a regular attractive. He's one of the dudes that you see at the gas station. You like, ooh, I would have that pizza tray. He ain't like, God damn, he fine. He's not that to me. He is very regular people piece of tray that you see, not his career, but I'm talking about just his looks. You can see a Michael B. Jordan. I see the level of attractiveness that Michael B. Jordan is. I see that all the time. College level, regular piece of trash. He ain't. He doesn't have a standout. Very HBCU try. Yes, he doesn't have standout looks to me. He has regular average dude looks. He's cute. He's cute. Like he's cute. Yeah, he's not exceptionally fine. Yeah, you see him. Yeah, when I look at him, I'll be like, he's so regular. But we don't really know why they broke up because nobody was there. But he is cute, just nothing spectacular. That's exactly how I feel about him. He isn't. There's no. It's not exceptional. It's regular. The PR contract was up. She launched her skincare line, so it was done. The dark skinned dude who will play Mike Tyson in the next film. Now that's above average. Let's see. Oh, Trevante, yes, that's above average, baby. Trevante, baby. Oh, that's above average to me. I don't see Trevante walking around too often. Are we talking about Moonlight? Yeah, that thing fine. That thing fine. Trevante Rhodes. That's his name. Trevante Rhodes. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. That man fine. Woo, Jesus. Y'all see his Calvin Klein ad? He look good. Woo, Jesus, that man fine. I would eat him up every day and night, baby. Woo. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Give it all to me, baby. Give it all to me. All. All of it. Every taste, every drop. Mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Give it all to me, baby. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Anyway, but yes, when Lori get to doing like the men, and this nigga, and first of all, Michael B. Jordan is like 35, ain't he? And Lori like 25. I was showing out. Don't he be showing out sometimes? Oh, he be showing out sometimes. But he like 35. Nigga, you should be trying to settle down. She 25. And broke niggas love to make it seem like, oh yeah, girls like her, they'll be passing up good men, and then when they old, they be talking about they can't find no man. Sweetie, sweetie, listen here. As long as Lori Harvey stays to the level of desirability that she is now, slim, pretty face, all this kind of things that she got going on for herself, there will be a plethora of men ready and willing to be with her long term. And we're not talking about just fucking. We're not, yeah, of course, honey, they'll fuck a sheep. We know they'll fuck anybody. But I'm talking about wife her up. Long as she stay looking like that and because she's fit regular desirability politics, black desirability politics. Honey, she's slim, she got a beautiful face, she's rich, she got businesses, she got it going on. As long as she has that, there's gonna be always somebody willing, ready, standing in line. I will marry you, be with you, love you forever. Baby, oh yes, that's Majority's Harvey's daughter. Trained well. Marissa, trained well. Right. LeBeau, trained well. I showed my daughters how to do this thing. They're gonna be all right. She literally already got businesses. Already monetizing her popularity. She ain't got no talent. Well, I don't know about, she ain't got no stereotypical talent. She doing exactly what the Kardashians did. Let me monetize without the sex tape. Let me monetize my popularity. Let me date these niggas. Keep these eggs on lock, baby. Future will never get me. You'll never get me. Be with Michael for a year. Have some cute Instagram moments. Him on my arm as we tip through the Met. Would if I wasn't with Michael, would I have been invited to the Met? Probably not. Maybe so. I don't know. But because we're an it couple, we're invited to the Met because he ain't had no movies out at the time. But we're that girls. So tipping through. Word, because when Kardashians go through men, nobody does this. They do. I don't wanna lie about that. They read the Kardashians. The Kardashians don't get no grace. I have to be honest about that. Them girls don't get no grace when it comes to misogyny. They do not get any grace, baby. Steve can't even retire. Majority said, who's gonna pay for My private jets and pair of shopping sprees. Amen. Keeping her name ringing in the press and the blogs. Ringing. Ring-a-ling-a-ling. What should they type? Ring-a-ling-a-ling. Ring-a-ling-a-ling. Ringing in the press, baby. But I love that Lori keep them shaking up. And then she like, I'm the GOAT, baby. The GOAT. Let me sit here with my GOAT and my fashions, baby. This her last post. The GOAT. Still that girl. Still that girl. In Harper's Bazaar. In Burberry. Mm. No. Stop right here. I mean, she's having serious relationships. It's not like she getting ran through, or even if she was, that would be fine too. Facts, that too. Now, MJB is 35. I think when Aquariuses get older, that start to change. Remember, she's 25, he's 35. But I love to see it. I love, love, love to see it. Um, but I think one of the points that I wanted to make before we leave this topic is the idea when women have agency, when women have start moving like men, or moving with the not moving like men, moving with the freedom of men, making decisions that are not rooted in what the expectations of their gender is. They can be just free. The niggas get mad. The men get mad. They get to making laws. So you got to forcing you to have babies so you can be locked down. They get to overturning Roe versus Wade. They get to, they get to wearing you out. They get to doing things that, flex their muscles, put a woman in her place. We have the power to control you. Don't think we don't. Because patriarchy is way older than racism. Way older. And it sometimes has to remind us that this is what it is. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. Last one. Can we talk about Kareisha? Kareisha from the City Girls. First of all, can we talk about how fine Kareisha is? Kareisha is beautiful. Kareisha is gorgeous. Kareisha, if I was a dude that liked girls, Kareisha would be the type of girl that I would be chasing after. Kareisha, her personality, her voice, everything about her, her countryness, her loud ghetto-ness, all that is sexy to me. And if I was a piece of trade, this is the type of girl that I would be chasing. I think she's gorgeous. I think her body is banging. I think her personality is banging. Her voice is cute to me. Like her country ass, how she talked is so cute to me. It would be so attractive. It would be so sickening. And she would be the type of girl that I would go after if I was Trey and I like girls. It would be Kareisha, Bria Miles. Y'all know Bria Miles? Bria Miles' body and complexion and everything, her mug, everything about Bria Miles. If I was Trey, would be my secret. Bria Miles, Kareisha, who else? Those are my, if I was Trey, those who I would be like chasing after. Those are my girls. They look so fine. She also seems real chill and cool and laid back. I don't get chill, but I do get cool. It seems like she is always doing too much. But I like that. That's hot to me. But she has a new podcast. Kareisha has a new podcast called Kareisha Please. And the very first episode is out. she she has Diddy on her very first episode. And I'm about to send y'all the link. Oh, I looked at it under my other account. So she has a new little gig on Revolt. That's not her man. You can tell it's not her man, but you can tell that they are friends that are playing with that idea. But you know, Diddy is very polyamorous trade, and I don't think it's exclusive to the bitches. But you ain't heard it from me. But I think there is a freedom because Diddy been rich for a long time. There is a freedom to explore to do and have whatever he wants. Baby, Diddy been giving the young girls the worms. I want y'all to pay attention. Don't nobody talk about it because I think the chicks don't care. But if you look at when his first son was born, Justin, by Misha Hilton. Misha Hilton is the stylist. You know, she and her look at her age and Justin's age and Diddy's age. Calculate those numbers and look at how old she was when she had Diddy's baby. Misha is the girl in the old school videos like Hypnotize and Hypnotize and all that kind of stuff. She's the girl that looked Asian and black that used to have the blonde hair, in the ponytail buns or like Princess Leia buns sometimes. She just had an interesting look because she looked like Asian and black and she always had like platinum hair. That was Diddy's baby mama. And she was a stylist of like Mary J. Blige, a Little Kim, Misha Hilton. And she's Justin's mother. Look at Justin's age when he was born, her age when she was born, and look at the age Diddy is when he was born. And so understand that it takes 9 months to make a baby. So how old was she when he was fucking her? And how old was he? Do that math. Don't nobody talk about it. But it's on some R. Kelly shit. But because it was voluntary, consensual, of course. Um, you know, it's not barely legal. It's just not legal at all. Right. Right. Longer than Kareisha been alive. Don't forget he was playing with Lori Harvey after his son. Oh, baby, that is the most sickening stunt. People was talking shit about her hooking up with Christian and P. Diddy. First of all, I think because of misogyny, we don't know who Lori was really hooking up with. Honey, she done took pictures with tons of dudes, and you will see pictures of her with dudes, and they saying that she was talking to them. You don't know who she was with. So that first of all. But I'm a person that appreciate I'm a person that appreciates when um when you have when you have Trey and they daddies. I'm a person who appreciates when you have Trey and their daddies. So what you're saying is he's been trapping the barely legal cat daddy. Yes, definitely. Definitely. Mm, 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 mm. I think so. I personally do. I personally do. I don't. I have no. I have no evidence other than the grapevine. Well connected grapevine, not just unconnected tea, just well connected tea. Heard it through the grapevine, but no proof. Come on, getting generational dig. But I think him and Carisha was love. I think they not love as in real love, but I think their personality and like how they play off each other is super cute. She plays off of it, plays off of it, and they go back and forth. I love it. I love the idea of them. Yes, I agree, Emily. That's what makes that's why I love it. I think that he likes her personality, and she likes his personality. She like that he's a daddy with money and he's funny, but she got her own money too. So She can play in them waters without him thinking. Um, he can be too much. And she ain't gotta be too thirsty. She can say nah. And even in that interview, she was like, "Yeah, you was trying to take me to such and such," and I said no because I didn't want to get my wig fucked up. She makes me feel young. I agree, and she's fucking gorgeous, and he don't mind an upgrade to something younger. Every rapper, I wouldn't say that, but I know a few who have. I wouldn't say that because I think I think there are some strictly hetero rappers that exist. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Make sure y'all thumbs up. But make sure y'all check out Kareisha Please podcast. I think I like her. I think that she is what's needed in the world. There was a time in our culture where somebody like her wouldn't get a lot of opportunities, but because we have shifted the culture so much in accepting, um, people that kind of is off the beaten path of respectability, I think we give people more opportunities when we think about like T.S. Madison, when we think about Carisha, when we think about, all those people that's kind of off the beaten path of respectability. I think they have more room for opportunity now. And I think it's beautiful. So make sure y'all support her. And that's all I got to talk about today. Y'all can thumbs up. What y'all want to talk about? We got like it's 20 minutes. She's consistently herself, and I think that's kind of refreshing for all of us. Absolutely. Absolutely. I see Saucy Santana is getting dragged on social media because some of his old tweets reading Blue Ivy and Blue Ivy's hair has come back up. What y'all think about that? Yes, Europe was fabulous. Did you get a chance to watch the first Blue Valley episodes? I did not. I do not have stars. And so I don't want to get another subscription service. I'm tired. I finally got rid of my fucking Elder Scrolls subscription because I haven't played Elder Scrolls in probably like a year. So I haven't played it, so I'm not playing it anymore. Um so I finally got rid of that subscription. Yeah, I haven't really been playing it. How about the boys? I think you would like. What boys? Personally, I don't believe men when they say they strictly like cis women. I do. I know some strictly cis women men. What does Saucy say about her hair? The same stuff that people were talking shit about it being undone and nappy. The anti-black shit that people be saying. Talking about her hair being not done and unkept. The Boys on Amazon. Oh, I haven't watched The Boys. Everybody keeps telling me to watch it. But when they say it's about like unconventional superheroes, I just never got into it. But everybody keeps telling me to watch it. He was talking about Cardi B's baby too. Well, we know that type of gay man. That could be messy. just for the sake of trying to be funny. I know plenty to do that. I'm pretty. If I ever get like famous like that, I'm pretty sure there's some tweets that folks can pull up. So I'm telling you now, I said what I said, bitch. What y'all gonna do? That was what I was thinking back then. And we have a room to evolve and grow. I might not say it now, but back then I said what I said. Pop, who gonna pop me? It's all honesty among us, our friends. We all say stuff that's problematic. Facts. A lot of people who were talking about Blue Ivy were on the anti-black tip. The jealousy for the baby was disgusting. I wouldn't say nothing about her. I never said anything about. I'm trying to think of what things that I could get dragged for. Um, what things could I get dragged for? I could. I think if you see me argue with a butch queen, I probably have called him a faggot. If you see me online, if some butch queen was calling me a man and I was calling him a faggot or something like that, probably that's probably you'll see that. You probably see that. What else? Um, calling black dudes monkeys. Like if they trying it, calling me a man, I'll call. If it's a black dude, I'll call him a monkey just to get on his nerve, just to press the button. I used to do that back in the day. Um, what else? What other maybe things that I used to do? Calling other trans women bricks and hard, manly face bricks. um, bricks and reading them, misgendering them, sir, no. But it's not. I'm never just doing it to be doing it. I'm usually we're usually reading it. We usually going back and forth because they trying it. Um, what else? Um, yeah, that is problematic. Some people would think it's problematic. I love to call a nigga a cishead nigga who's trying to read a ugly one. I love to call them apes. Ape. Calling women fish. Oh, definitely calling them fish, honey. They'll get me for that now. I've tried to gotten better with it, but honey, definitely back in the day. Um, what else? I don't think there would be any colorism shit. I never really make colorism or like dark skin jokes. That ain't what never my tea. Think about what else. It, there's some video of me making health like HIV jokes, but they are to my friends. Like my friends is making HIV jokes to me, and I'm making HIV jokes to them, and it's kind of like a cultural thing. Like me and my gay son, and we are like kiki reading each other. There's a video that I have on my channel with my gay son where we're doing that back and forth, and some people were in the comments were offended by the jokes that we were making at each other. But it's something I don't know. It don't make it right or wrong. The impact might be still late, so I'm not trying to explain it, but sometimes in our culture we a kiki back and forth with HIV reads. Now y'all may not, but me and my friends sometimes do that. Even the ones that sick, like even the ones that are positive, like it's we cool enough to go. I wouldn't do that to a stranger. I thought you took that video down. I don't think I did. I might. I don't think I did. I might have. I don't know. I don't think I did. Maybe. I don't remember. But I know that video, I had that video up. And we go back and forth, but we do it to each other because we kiki about it. That's something that basically in that video, we were having a private conversation that we might have should have just left in a private conversation or like a group chat. But because we are what is it? You know, when you get around your Judies, y'all just gonna be normal. And so we would kiki like that. But I would never do that to a stranger or in front of company. you know how you say you know how you say stuff in front of your friends that you wouldn't say. Chris, you just was talking about it in like a group chat. What you say in the group chat might not be what you would say publicly. And so sometimes me and my friends, we like that when we get around each other, like just open and free. And if you're recording us, it might be some jokes that you might not find too funny. Most of my messiness on the internet took place on a spam account. Um, yeah, I had a spam account, but it going back and forth. When I'm in the moment, I'm in the moment. Just get you an Olivia Pope. Child, I'm not worried. Honestly, I'm not worried about being canceled. I'm not worried about getting to my politics are too leftist for me to get to. I don't think I could get famous like that. I don't know. No. My politics are too. I don't want to say extreme, but I don't shuck and jive for motherfuckers. I'm gonna always be me. Hey folks, hey there, you were amazing last night. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Um, I'm also I don't shuck and jive for the cis het. So if I don't like your show, I ain't gonna be on it just to get clout. It's people who have asked me to be on shit, but because it was some fucking coons or I don't know what the word for transphobia version of coon. I said no. Anything I said about Trump, anything I said, there's a reason why I said it. Especially, I'm the type of person that if we're reading, honey, I'm going for the jugular, and I might say something that isn't politically correct. I might say something that's mean and wrong, just for the stab of it. Oh. just to hurt them feelings, my nigga. As time shifts, there may be a place for you as unapologetic as you are to get famous. I don't know. I don't. I kind of don't. I don't want to be famous. I want the money. Don't get me wrong. I want the financial opportunities. I like the freedom of being able to walk out my door and people don't know me. I like that freedom. I liked when I go to the mall. When I like that. So I actually don't want the fame of things, but I want opportunity to create. I want people to give me money so I can create content for my people. That's what I want to do. I want to be I want to be like Cree Summers. I know she's the voice acting queen, but if Cree Summers go out, black people know who Cree Summers is. But I feel like Cree Summers can go out and get her life without people just knowing, paparazzi bugging her, because of how her career is set up. I like Cree Summers. Some people gonna know who she is just by looking at her and Some people, but She's not annoyingly famous, I don't think. But she's been in the game working, doing them voiceovers, being iconic. Yes, Susie from the Rugrats. She's more than Susie from the Rugrats. She's many things. But yes, Cree Summers, we know her work. We know her work. And so that's what I want to do. Even Shonda Rhimes, before this past 2 years, not 2 years, before this past 5 years, most people didn't know what Shonda Rhimes looked like. They knew Grey's Anatomy, they knew her work, but they didn't know what she looked like. She did her TED talk, she did her stuff, so she's kind of getting more visible when she was leaving NBC or ABC, whatever she had left. Um, but prior to that, we didn't know what Shonda Rhimes looked like. We barely saw what Shonda Rhimes looked like. That's how I want to be. I want to be able to. My work is recognizable. Whatever I create is recognizable, but I want more investment in the money in that part. But I don't want to be popular, famous, where motherfuckers is following me, asking for autographs or weird shit like that. I don't want that. I want the coins. The coins and the freedom to still kiki and do shit on the low without hitting the blogs. Does it make sense? I think it makes sense. Yes, I want my freedom. Give us free on my Amistad, baby. On my Amistad. If you haven't thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I see 38 people watching. It should be 38 thumbs up. Why is it not 38 thumbs up? Do you not like listening? Thumbs up. Who else? Who I can compare to? Um, that but they can be free. Kind of like I wonder why she delete her account images. Child, we don't know what Beyonce doing. Beyonce could be, honey. She said, "I'm not trending. Let me do some small thing to make myself trend." Do you see that Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock are doing a comedy special together? It's actually a match though, y'all. If we want to keep it real, I know that in the past couple of years, Dave Chappelle has been, you know, he has turned into this black male, kind of this pro-black, um, especially after the HBO shit. He has become this critique on racism, this black male voice of the millennials and do 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 do. But if you pay attention to Dave Chappelle's career, Dave Chappelle has been shucking and jiving for white people for a very long time. Like his comedy was for white people. It wasn't for black people. He has been shucking and jiving for white people in the same way Chris Rock has for a very long time. They will, they will have some interesting racial critiques, but their comedy is for white people. And so they're not far from each other, y'all. Like they're really two peas in the pod. Actually, that's not that's not far. They very very on the money. Actually, they both have they both have destiny growth. They just start bucking up against the system. Chris Rock, no, but Dave Chappelle just started to get some wiggle room once that HBO stuff happened. But he said it on Oprah. He said, "I realized that the white people were laughing at me, not with me. Like it started to be creepy. It started to be weird. Like he's literally saying he would see the white people laughing at a joke that he made about black folks, and it was uncomfortable. He started to have a conscience about the shucking and jiving, and he left the 50,000, the 50 million, which is admirable. But then he comes back and rebrands into this thing because, ooh, if you leave 50 million, you must be woke. You must be, yeah, he wasn't trying to sell out for the white man. So all the niggas is like, yeah. But he's still a sellout, though. Yes, I did an interview with FD Signifier, and he did a great video about Dave Chappelle. I just don't want to see it. Oh yeah, I wouldn't see it. They wouldn't get my money. I wouldn't sit and watch it. Now, don't get me wrong. Before he got a little too transphobic for me, for my taste, I was watching Dave Chappelle. I liked it. I liked Stick and Stone. When I did an article on reviewing and on Dave Chappelle for Essence. And even in that article, I was giving him room for me to still be a fan. I was like, yo, I think if he's as smart as y'all think he is, he should be able to do his comedy without us. Um, Unfortunately, he brings Closer, and the Closer special was just a fucking rant. I don't even think it was any. The last 45 minutes didn't feel like it was jokes. It felt like it was a rant where he was aligning himself with turf white feminists, which is ironic. Not ironic, but seemingly ironic. But black men aligning with white women, we see that a lot. So, you know, quite interesting. I never saw it for Chris Rock. Never saw it for Chris Rock. Child. Never saw it. Never, 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 never. I never saw it for. I hate the whole Will Smith drama was made him a victim. Child. Definitely wasn't a victim in my mind. You making jokes about people. I love it. As a black trans woman, as a look, we have been saying it all the time. Jokes is not just jokes. Jokes lead to something. I use this as an example all the time to explain to people when nobody was calling us the alphabet people until Dave Chappelle did it in his special. They were period. So while it may be just jokes to whoever somebody, it's not jokes to some people who want to hate on us, and they will use it as the bullets to shoot us with, figuratively. And so, I feel like jokes ain't just jokes to some people, and sometimes some people you will catch these hands. And said, "Today is the day you gonna catch one of these hands," which I live. And they have had it's history. It's not just wasn't just a one incident. Chris used to keep their name in his mouth, in his jokes, in his stand up and shit. So this was come. Everybody, oh, a comedian can't say this, can't do that. I feel how Cat Williams said. Cat Williams said, the goal is for us to sell tickets. The goal is for us to be entertaining to people. If we can't make adjustments to not offend people, if we can't make adjustments, then are we really that funny? Like, yo, you punching down. I don't think jokes that's punch down are funny. I don't think it is. I don't think rape jokes are funny. They don't make me laugh. What? Who's laughing about? Especially when we got a epidemic of rapes. I don't think molestation jokes is funny about men or women. I don't think those things are funny. Like, you could. Andrew Dice Clay used to make tons of misogynistic, gross jokes. I don't think he could be popular now, or shouldn't be. Um, the whole thing wasn't lame to me. Will, Chris, and Jada. I don't think, for me, Jada, I think anybody who is bringing Jada in as, like Vivica Fox, stupid ass, said something the other day about Jada not being held accountable. There was no accountability on her part. Go sit your stupid ass down. Because anybody who is making it seem like Jada was supposed to do something, I think is tired. What Jada did was, there was a joke made about her. She sat there and ate the joke. Like, sat there. She didn't get up and smack nobody. She sat there and was like, oh man. And was good. And knowing Jada, she was, if Will didn't get up and smack, she would have just took the joke and sat there any other time. She didn't smack nobody. She didn't force Will to get up. She didn't say, Will, go smack his ass. She didn't do that. There is no accountability for her in that situation. Whether he did it for her or not, that was his choice to do. If he was doing it for her honor, that was his choice. That has nothing to do with Jada. I'm talking about what she said after, during it. During, on the Red Table Talk, I thought it was beautiful. She just said, honey, Vivica was looking for clout. Honey. I thought what she said was beautiful. It was very, honey, both of these capable men need to get together and work it out. Period. She broke down crying. Yeah, she's weird. Vivica's weird. I didn't watch Kat's last special. I was responding to what Kat said about sticks and stones and people, the cancel culture. He was commenting on cancel culture. Yes, child. Vivica was on the Wendy Williams show talking about Jada didn't take any accountability, and accountability for nothing. I miss Wendy. I miss Wendy down. This all this mess going on. I want to. People don't like Wendy and her hot takes, and they be problematic sometimes. But honey, we need that sometimes. Who has taken the place of Wendy, girl? We need that. We need Wendy's hot takes. She was hosting Wendy and made it a whole segment. Child, like, Wendy is that messy ass auntie that you like, because sometimes she be on it, sometimes she be way off, but sometimes she be on it. Sometimes she be on it, baby. Let me move my chair over. Oh, now the fucking cushion done moved. Um, Nobody can be Wendy. It actually, hopeful she'll come back. Yeah, I hope. I hope she get her mental health shit together. I hope that, or at least, I don't know. Like, will Wendy do good on a podcast? She did good on radio, but if she's just, I don't know. What should Wendy do? I miss Wendy on TV though. I like Wendy. Wendy is iconic, messy or not. We like messy. Sherry Shepherd, child. What? Get out of here. Her radio days were even better than TV Wendy. Hmm. I wasn't from the New York area, so I couldn't get into Wendy on the radio tip. But I got into the messy episodes that went viral, like with Wendy, and I know her impact on radio culture, like Howard Stern. You get what I'm saying? She like the female Howard Stern. But I didn't listen to Howard Stern. Listened to a couple of episodes, but I didn't listen to them on the radio. It was out of my, I don't know what the word is, but I was too young. Flat Earther, Sherry Shepherd, foolishness. Wendy is one of the funniest problematic queens, truly the best. Right. They uploaded her old radio episodes here on YouTube. Messy. Yes. Who is they when you say they uploaded? Who is they? Wendy needs to podcast. Forget the show. Let Sherry do a season and get canceled. Cancel down. But I don't know. I think it's more coins in TV though. But I feel like for the comfort of Wendy, Wendy can be in her own house, but there's such a visual to podcasting too. So does she need that? I don't know. But also Wendy used to interact with the audience. That was the sickening part too. Like the audience gagging when she say something silly or say something that they agree with. I don't know. I miss her on TV. Come on back, Wendy. It's just a channel called Wendy Williams Experiences. They upload the full 4 hour episodes. I might need to get into that. What streaming service is it on? Is it on a streaming service? I was about to ask who Sherry Shepherd was. Well, Sherry Shepherd is who is Sherry Shepherd? She's a ex comedian. She's been on different TV shows like sitcoms. She came to real national popularity when she was a host on The View. Um, she went through a nasty divorce. Um, I feel like she's like a mirror. Her trajectory is like a mirror image of like Cheryl Underwood, kind of. I think her and Cheryl Underwood, you can really, they very equal. Wendy's body language adds a lot. Yeah, her what she says, what she does, perch of her lips, or side eyeing, or it's a physical. It's so many things to Wendy. Her voice, her upbringing, her vulnerability, her emotionality, her being too much. I always confuse the two. Yeah, they very. I don't ever confuse them because I know black women. I know Cheryl Underwood because from Comic View, and different movies that she was celebrity in. And I know Cheryl Shepherd because of her career, so I don't really mix black women up like that because I pay attention to black women, but it enough to know the difference. But their career trajectory can be very mirrored. And then Sherry's built like Sherry ain't got no hips, but she big up top, so she's very apple built. So her body always looked a mess to me. Um, Mary their name, Sherry Shepherd, Joe Underwood. Hmm. Honey, Sherry Shepherd built like a McDonald's soft serve ice cream cone. Wendy is built like a TS. Baby, I'm a TS, baby. She not built like me, honey. She might be built like a white cross dresser, baby. But she is not built like a TS girl. Do not try it. She built like a white cross dresser. That is it. She definitely built like the letter B. Titties and no shape, no ass, thighs, no nothing, just tits, baby. She says my party is up top and in the front, baby. But she knows it. She knows. Sherry Shepherd built like a tornado. She built like a Tasmanian devil in a full spin. Now she built like Taz. Big Kevin was her undoing. Yeah, he's rolled her crazy. I must this man have more curves than her. She got ankles, baby. Them ankles. Are we talking about Sherry Shepherd or Wendy? Yeah, she got her what's it called? What's that little disease called? Lymphedema or I don't know what it's called. Oh yeah, she whatever that whatever that thing that got where your fucking shit swell up. Whatever her ankles was doing. Honey, I just be in long dresses all the time. She got them Karen Clark sheer ankles. Those you brought the sunshines. Y'all are so petty. Funny. Mm. Not Sherry being built like a yield sign that never yielded. Oh, what else is going on? I think that's it, y'all. If y'all watch the show, if y'all watch the ABC special, make sure y'all come back and to this video and let me know what y'all think, and leave a comment if y'all watched it because I think it's great. Well, I'm about to go get me something to eat, honey. Some lemon pepper wings, fried hard with a yeast roll and some Cajun corn from Wingstop. I think that's what I want. But all right, y'all. I will talk to y'all next week. If you are in, oh no, if you are in New York from the 23rd through the 27th, let me know. Maybe we can hang out, meet up at a bar or something or whatever. If you're in the New York area and you want to hang out, there is an event popping out for Pride. I will be doing my event on the 24th. So if you are in the area, I think that's a Friday. You are in the area, come holla at your girl for Pride. Celebrate Pride with the fam. You know, if you're in Philly, Boston, come on, catch a train, get a kiki with the kids. Mm-mm. I'm about to go sit on a face. Good night, y'all. I know that's right. Ah, I wish I wasn't into it without my trade. On my trade, I'm into it with, so I don't got nobody that I can call. I got somebody, but I don't want to call him. But anyway, I will talk to y'all next week. Wait, what's next week? Make sure I'm not lying to y'all. Oh, that's the 17th. I'll be here. But yes, I'll chat with y'all next week. Be good. Thumbs up. Have a great day.